What is up, Broncos country? I am your host, Dak. Thank you for joining the Broncos Bros on your favorite day of the week, Monday, with the Broncos Bros. Joining me tonight is my boy, Mile High Montoya. We are very critical of the Denver Broncos last Monday, but I think they were a little spiteful. They had something for us up their sleeve. They broke the silence with the boom, trading for Jalen Waddle. So I got to say now, I think Sean Payton and George Payton, Broncos, bro. What do you think, Mile High Montoya?
Hey, bro. Of course they Broncos, bro.
We
That's what I
got
done
plenty to
told you.
get into. We got plenty to get into today's show. We got a special one for you. We got somebody with the special crew joining us. So I gotta ask you before we get this party started. Do you even Broncos, bro?
Touchdowns and tackles, our spirits are high. From the mile high cheers, we reach for the sky. Analyze instead. Every week we grind. Passions in our hearts, leave no fan behind. The heart of the game, let's make it clear. Do you even Broncos, bro? You know we here. Do you even Broncos, bro, when we hit that field? Orange and blue pride, it's our strength and our shield. Every win, every loss, we deal with the flow. Broncos bros on the mic, let the whole world know.
What is up, Broncos country? We're back on another special
Oh,
Monday. Man, I tell you this, George. It's good to see you, bro. I feel like shit. I'm a little under the weather. I was anticipating if I was gonna be on the show or not today. But you know what? I said the show must go on. I'm not leaving. I want to talk with my boys about my favorite team. So here I am with you guys, Broncos country. For you guys, just thank you for being here with us. I'm excited. We got a special guest. We got a special show. But Montoya, talk to me, bro. How was your weekend, by the way?
hey. First off, it's always a pleasure to be here with my Broncos, bro, on your favorite part of your Monday, Broncos Bros Monday, of course.
Yes.
And glad to see you toughing it out through the struggles of the illnesses going throughout. So, most of all, my weekend was busy. It was a busy weekend. Had the kiddos. They're doing good though. They're over their sicknesses from about a week and a half ago, which is good for the most part. You know, they are chaos. It's a part of the life.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but no, it was a good weekend. It was a good week leading up to it. You know, life's busy. We're all busy, and we all love to take that time when we're not to get into the sports world, talk about the sports going on around, and having a blast.
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure, bro. We got a lot to get into. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching us on X, please switch on over to YouTube. We gladly appreciate it. Please don't forget to share, like, share, and subscribe. We truly would appreciate it. We got a lot of wonderful shows throughout the week. Mondays and Fridays at 11 with Isaiah Orange and Blue Blitz. Mondays at 7 p.m. Mountain Time with yours truly, the Broncos Bros. Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. with Nothing Rhymes with Orange and Blue. You got Johnny J and Broncos Grunt doing their thing over there, and then on Wednesdays you got your double header with Doc and JT Mile High Symposium Wednesdays at 2:30 p.m. Killing over there, talking all things Mile High Sports, and then you cap it off with Broncos Talk, Bronco Libre, and Nathan at 6 p.m. Gotta love it. And then Thursdays at 7 p.m., Mile High Outcast. Gotta love them. They're doing their thing. So, yeah. And then Fridays to end your week because there's no games. You got the Viva Los Broncos with Adhan and Bronco Libre. So check them out. The only Spanish Broncos podcast that I know of. Unless you know of another one, you guys please let us know. But since the Broncos have won the offseason, I'm just being a smartass. Uh, check out our sponsor. Show love to our sponsor, Dubby, with code OBN10 for your 10% off your order. It's a jitterless energy blend. They have a multitude of flavors. It comes with no sugar, no calories if you're watching your figure, type of thing. No maltodextrin, no fillers, no artificial colors. Check it down in the link down below, please, and thank you. Well, after all that, the housekeeping's done with. I really want to talk about some football, but let's bring on our special guest. Hit me with that drum roll, please. Boom.
Hey,
Let's go. What's up, boys? What's up, man?
what's
Always
going on there?
with you, talk ball. I love it. You guys are doing your thing over there. But I was George and I on this show. We were talking. We've been pretty critical about the Denver Broncos with their inability, I should say, not to make a ton of moves from the get-go once free agency started. Right. I think a lot of fans were very upset with how the Broncos front office tackled free agency. You're 1 year away off of not having the Russell Wilson dead cap hit, but I guess all of that was kind of spent in a way for some of the extensions that were handed out throughout the season, like your Zach Gallens, Nick Bodino, or what have you. But anyways, I know a lot of us were critical, but we were a little disappointed. But the Broncos broke the silence with Jalen Waddle. We get in this deal, Broncos received Jalen Waddle, pick 111. It's a 4th-round pick. The Dolphins get a 1st-rounder, pick 30, a 3rd-rounder from us, which is 94, and then pick 130, the 4th-round swap. So when the news broke, kind of give me your thoughts. What were your reactions once you heard the trade?
Thank God, bro. Thank God, dude. Like I'm with you guys, man. We were doing the same thing over on our show. We were highly critical of these guys. Like you said, man, we finally got out of the direct that was Russell Wilson's contract, and then, dude, just crickets, bro. Crickets in free agency. I know you and all of us and a lot of Broncos country were probably expecting a lot more fireworks. So to go through that first week was pretty underwhelming, but now it all makes sense. They had this deal in the works, and I saw an article today that this deal was in the works last year, like up until the trade deadline too. So I'm pumped that we got Waddle. I think he's going to be a piece that you can slide in, and it's going to just automatically upgrade everybody on the field. So what are your guys' thoughts on Jalen Waddle?
Oh yeah. So I mean, I was excited. Obviously, it's been how long we've been waiting. Everybody did all their big moves. All the big players that we potentially thought we could go after went off the table. And I would say I was optimistic last week, where I told everybody to pump the brakes. In Sean, we trust. In the Paytons, we trust. In ownership, we trust. Something's going to happen. And then Tuesday, before we could talk about it, they went and signed Jalen Waddle. So I was excited that I truly believed something was in the works, and they got it done, which was necessary to boost our offense, to give us some more firepower, give Bo Nix a true weapon that's solidified. He's done it in the league. He was a 1,000-yard receiver as a rookie when he was the guy. And as a 2, he's still putting up elite numbers. And
yeah,
I did see sorry, I'll let you go. But I did see a stat where his yards per catch went up almost double, or by double. He was up to like 18 yards per catch as the number 2 receiver. So he was just as more productive, being able to get open in space.
Right. And like you said, that's with Tyreek Hill on the other side, who is arguably one of the best to ever do it too. So, I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, in 2021, 1,015. In 2022 was his big year, when he had 1,356 yards. Do you think that can be his ceiling this year, boys? Like, do you think like, hey man, 1,500 yards is Waddle's ceiling? Or do you think like maybe he's going to be hovering more around, 1,000 or to 1,100 yards?
I would say this. I think his ceiling could potentially be the 1,300 yards that you mentioned, but he's going year 1 into Sean Payton's offense, right? I mean, now with Davis Webb calling plays, but let's not make no mistake, Sean Payton is still the archetype of this offense, right? So I feel like he could be very capable of getting 1,000 yards though, with Bo Nix being his quarterback. That's an advantage in itself, right? Because, and it's not to knock on Tua, but I just feel Bo Nix has a stronger arm. He's more mobile. Defenses have to respect Bo Nix more than they did Tua, but also Bo Nix. I mean, Tua's accurate, but I just feel like Bo Nix is able to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker, right? And that's something I think in year 3 you're going to see him run through his progressions a little better. Jalen Waddle gives him that option to get the ball out of his hands quicker as well, and we really operate the middle of the field. That's a threat we didn't really have, You can see a lot of these passing concepts like the mesh concepts or, dig routes or whatever. He's an elite separator, right, in terms of his route running. And then you look at his ability to be, contested catches. I think he was 64%. But that's on, majority of his passes were him deep shots, right? Like he's a wide receiver that takes the top off of defense, which complements very well with Cortland Sutton. And you're going to see a lot of like these, cover 2 shaw high looks, because the threat that they both have now, which means you're going to have lighter boxes in the middle of the field for our run game. So I think our run game really benefits with an addition of Jalen Waddle, trading for him, and I mean, damn, it's nice to have an elite duo at the wide receiver position, something we haven't had since Demaryius Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders.
I like it. I think my biggest take from it overall is that we solved our problem potentially, right? We don't know what it's going to look like. We got to see how the chemistry flows and what he turns into be. But with Jalen Waddle, you kind of mentioned him mostly going for deep routes, and it wasn't necessarily the case. He's more of a yak receiver, and he's the same size as Marvin.
Oh, yeah.
Almost. He's tiny. With not in no disrespect, like he's a solid receiver.
That kind of surprised me though, like bro, like I thought he was a lot bigger than 5'10", 185, man. Like he looks bigger out there.
185 on a good day.
Yeah,
We're talking like 175.
That's
185
crazy.
after he eats.
Yeah, that is nuts,
Yeah.
man. Yeah,
I didn't think he was that size either.
But he's a strong receiver. But he's also a space creator, right? And so where I was going with my main point takeaway is we got us a guy that can go over the middle of the field because his catch radius around the field is all over. But he's willing and has been throughout his career somebody that will go across the middle of the field, take those shallow routes, turn them into 15-yard gains, 8-yard gains, or take that crossing route for a 18-yard sideline catch, right? He's going to be able to do that, which we're fixing some of our problems where Evan Ingram was supposed to do that for us, and we haven't utilized him into the abilities that he could potentially do for us. But that also leading into like the room that benefits the most, I would say running back room as well, but the tight end room is going to benefit from us having so many more weapons on the outside. People are going to overlook Ingram coming back in, potentially to have not a breakout year, but a much more significant year than he did have a role for us last year, right?
Yeah.
I got a question for you, Dak. Do the screens actually start working, bro?
I would say yeah,
Jalen
because
Waddle.
that, like George just talked about too, like he's an element that he'll take a 5-yard catch into maybe something that's like a 75-yard touchdown, depending where you're out on the field, right? That's the explosiveness that you're adding. That's another element that you're adding. So, and of course, the execution is, if we get our execution right, like in terms of the blocking downfield, and for those screens, man, he's going to the house, man. I feel like he brings so much to our offense than what we really had before, man. And I mean, in Sutton, he was double covered a lot, right? I felt like last year our offense was, before J.K. Dobbins was injured, we were relying on Sutton and J.K. Dobbins, and we didn't really have a true identity. I feel like Jalen Waddle is going to help us build an identity now, especially with Davis Webb at the helm calling plays.
I could agree with that, and I mean, I think it can get Cortland kind of going back in that right direction, right? Because we finally saw that drop off in his play, mostly from drops, right? But a lot of those drops were on him, but a lot of them are just because the ball's being forced to him in certain situations, and maybe a little errant throw. here and there, but he's also got a lot of not space. He doesn't have space because everybody's so convulged on him, leaving our other guys out there because we're running 3 bigs instead of, kind of what I want to transition into is I want to talk about Marvin Mims. What does this do for Marvin Mims? Because we're sitting out there putting Pat Bryant, Troy Franklin, Cortland Sutton on the field, and now you add Jalen Waddle, and you already aren't using Marvin Mims, but he's been your best asset in both of your playoff games. He's been your best asset on the special teams. Where does this put Marvin Mims in the rotation, and does it open it up, or is he going to be phased out? And
that's I mean, that's kind of what I was thinking too. Like, does Marvin Mims get dealt now? I mean, he's on the final year of his contract. Do they decide to go younger in the draft? They could. I mean, it's a possibility because did you guys see the interview with him and Vic Lombardi over the weekend? Where he's just like, man, I was. He's like, I was shocked, like, and like for him to say that, bro, that's real, man. Like he was genuinely surprised because you're right. Waddle does a lot of the same things that he does on the field, man. Waddle's been doing it better. Waddle's a little bit more.
He's a more proven wide receiver, but he's also had the more chances. Right? I'll let you continue, sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. And so, like, I don't know, like, what would that price look like? Would it be a 4th rounder for Mims? And at that point, wouldn't you just be like, man, let's just keep you?
I don't know. I think we're in a bind too, though, because it's like you got to look at it. I know a lot of people want to look at the room and be like, "Oh, I don't think we'll trade anybody. We shouldn't trade anybody. We like our depth because I mean, basically, Jalen Waddle pushed everybody down the slot. Now you're going to have a more solidified role for all of our wide receivers, right, in this room. You know what you're getting. I think you have Sutton and a bunch of guys just rotating. Now you have Sutton and Waddle, and Pat Bryant, who you could go to on 3rd downs. He was one of our go-to guys. In moving the chains, and converting 3rd downs. But so what I would say is this, though, like you got to look at it from a player's lens too. Just because the fan base is all fine and dandy about this trade and we're excited, what is the message that was sent to Troy Franklin, to Marvin Mims? Those are the two that I think of, that come to mind. And Marvin Mims is on a contract year. He'll be a free agent next year, right? So it's like, well, I want opportunities like George talked about. I want to go somewhere where I could get my opportunities, because if I'm in a contract year, I need to have an opportunity to showcase my skills so I could get a payday too in the off season if I do get free agent, or if they extend him at that other place.
Maybe
we chose to trade him to, right? So
maybe it's better that we get something rather than nothing, and he's walking next year, right?
Right. And I mean, and he is an all-pro returner. I think teams are going to look around and be like, they'll see value in that. But there's a guy in this draft that brings value too in the returner position. Malik Benson, who's rising up draft charts out of Oregon. He's a speedy wide receiver that has return punts. He's a dude, bro. I think he ran like a 4.43 or something. He's explosive. But anyway, so there's options in this draft. You have an opportunity to like really have an option to, fix that area of special teams if you're worried about, if you did move off of Marvin Mims versus you trade him in the say if at the deadline, and then now you're trying to figure out who's going to return punts. That would be an issue.
I could see, the thought process, of course, in going that way. Trying to re-solidify the special teams return unit is we've already been a poor special teams unit, right? For years. It's always been like, okay, we're never a 3-phase team. We always got to do more on defense, a little bit here on offense, and special teams just don't blow it. Marvin has provided that spark to where it's like, oh, special teams, guess what? You just punted it to us. We're back on the 45 right now. We're on your side of the field. And we're moving the ball, right? So you cannot afford to lose that, in my opinion. And for that sake, he's been more productive in the time that he's gotten his opportunities than the receivers that have gotten their time.
Right.
Troy has had a season and a half to do something, and he's done it in, I would say, a little bit more like a 4/5 of a season, right? Combined with his 2 years played, he had some good games. Marvin is literally your best playmaker, and we just don't use him right. But it's hard. I don't know what the game plan is going to be. So hopefully Davis Webb is just going to incorporate everybody, but also use Marvin as – I don't assume, but I would like us to keep Marvin because of that depth that you talked about. What happened last year in the playoffs? We had to beat the Bills with who?
Little Jordan Humphrey, maybe
Little
Michael
Jordan,
Patrick.
exactly.
Like,
Dude, come on. We do not
injuries
want
are
to be in
part of
that
the game.
position
Right.
again. Preparing for the future, knowing that that's your goal again, is to be in the playoffs, playing in the AFC divisional, the championship game, whatever it may be. You don't want to go into that if a freak happens, like Cortland goes down per se, right? He's getting a little older, or you get one of your guys, Troy, takes an injury. Somebody goes down. You're not just stuck with a bunch of guys that really don't provide anything at that position for you.
Well, yeah, and on top of that, Pat Bryant with his concussion scares, man. So yeah, I mean, depth is huge, and you're right, man. Like, dude, like every time it seems like he makes plays in the biggest moments. You think about last year, year before last, the Cincy game, that deep touchdown, went up there and got it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he makes plays, man. Do you think it would break the bank to re-sign him, to extend him? I don't think it would.
I really don't. It wouldn't cost you as much as you think, because he knows he's not a premier receiver just because of how he's been used. But he's had premier plays to ask for a nice bump, pay it up front so your back end doesn't take a hit, because you have contracts coming up. But who else do you have to pay after this season?
Riley.
You don't have two. Yeah, okay, you got Riley to worry about, but that's a contract. You don't have to pay him. He's a running back, or not.
I don't know.
He's a cornerback.
Yeah, Riley might be out of here. I don't know. We'll see.
I'll be so sad. But we got the depth, right? And it's a business. It's a money business. So you're going to save where you need to make sure you're going to need to pay Bo in like 3 years, right? So eventually you're going to need to save money, and those contracts only get worse down the line. But we got Walmart money, bro. We'll just restructure. We'll pay them up front.
Signing bonus.
We'll have money no matter what. If at this point, because we lost the Russell contract.
Yeah.
We'll have money.
I felt like we did have Walmart money, but I think the way this offseason's gone in the free agent, we've been really cheap the way we've spent. I'm just saying, bro. So I can't really say we have Walmart money.
You don't just give it away.
I was
you get Walmart money.
I was more upset with like the depth signings, bro. Like, then I didn't want him to go and make a splash. Like, everyone was like coming at me in my mentions, like, "What do you want him to do, man? You just want him to make a splash?" No, I just wanted, like, maybe just not bring Troutman back. Maybe just not, maybe not Lucas Kroll. Maybe not Jaleel McLaughlin. Please, for the love of God,
don't ever say that.
Like, just please. Like, I
had already accepted it. I'm a big Jaleel guy, of course, over Bidet. That's it. Like, I don't think he's better than Harvey. I don't think he's better than Dobbins, but he's better than Tyler freaking Washer Butt Bidet.
Yeah.
I'm not happy with it, but I was happy they re-signed him just for that fact that he's way more dynamic in that role. But if we were gonna do something, the stick, the move, poke it, do something.
Yes.
We didn't make that move. We didn't go get Tyler Algier. We didn't go get these other running backs, Kenneth Walker, right? We didn't do those moves.
But it could have even been like a Brian Robinson, bro. Like a Brian Robinson that's like wouldn't have costed us. I think he's still out there. It's like
he's still on the market.
That would have upgraded the room,
Exactly.
The Joku's still out there.
And that's our outside looking in, right? So that's where I always fall back on, like, okay, I just have to say, in the group we trust, bro. In the Broncos we trust. We will choose to believe they'll do the right thing, because the last 3.5 years we have continually made the right choices to become a team that was a 14-win team last year.
I do have a question. I have two actually, but I'll bounce the first one off you guys. I don't think we've had a wide receiver duo like this since DT and Emmanuel. Where do you think this duo ranks in the NFL, man? We top 5, top 10? Where are we at? What are you thinking?
Before we do that, let's just get a few comments, because that's a whole new transition. So we can go into a whole lot there. So let's just get some comments in, because we got Johnny Mahai Viking in the house. He said, "I Broncos as a lower body crip flop and waddling long before Broncos country was."
Oh my God.
Oh, LMAO. He's a funny guy. He's a good guy. Shout out, John. Appreciate you, brother. Tim Dog was Mile High Outcast. He had dad duties tonight. He couldn't be here with us, which is okay. We appreciate you, brother. He said, "What's up, fellas?" and he's got his daughters watching. Here's Yaya or Katie and Boo Boo Raylin watching with my dad.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.
They already are, so it's a slogan. We got Shy saying hi to Mile High Viking, of course.
Oh yeah.
Ingram is going to kill it this year. When we were talking about Ingram, I'm hesitant to say it because I was hype on the incoming. I have to see what Davis Webb is going to do. Davis Webb's going to do with the offense, right? I got to see where we're going to transition. What are we going to do differently to get him involved? Is he even going to be on the field? Because he wasn't on the field.
And what do they do in the draft? Do they add another piece like Njoku? I doubt it, but that would be pretty crazy. We'll see. We'll have to see.
Would love to see that, of course, 100%. Sandy Lulu, appreciate you being here. Big shout out them. They're awesome fans. We love them. I will be sad as well if Riley is out. And 100%, dude, just screams what it means to be a Bronco. Like, plays hard, gets the hate, brushes it off, comes back, makes another play. Flags are flags. I would say 40% of those were unnecessary.
Questionably
very
flags.
Yeah. It's the NFL. Come on. We play the Chiefs twice a year. We know all about that.
Yeah. True that, man.
You know? And Bronco Danny, what's up, man? Thanks for watching. He said, and the cap always goes up.
Yeah, that's
100%. Exactly. 3 more years of cap going up. You guys are we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine, which is why we're all upset that we didn't spend more money. But they're playing smart ball, not money ball. Tyler Washer, but
oh, that's a good one. I like that one.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah.
Gary Neighbors in the house. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos. Gary Neighbors. Appreciate you.
Shout out.
Best team, best fans. Best podcasts, too. Shout out Crew Talk Sports. Give them a like and follow.
Right on. Thanks, bro.
That's real solid, man.
Great dudes over there.
Great job, man. Appreciate you coming on with us. Now go get back into your topic. I'll let you
get us the question.
Yeah. So real quick, like I said, I don't think we've seen a wide receiver duo here in Denver like this since DT and Emmanuel Sanders.
Right.
Where do you think this wide receiver duo ranks in the NFL as it stands right now?
I'll let you go first.
No,
George.
go ahead. You're excited.
I'm gonna say 3, and everybody's gonna be like, "Whoa, that's too high." We got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, number 1. CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens is number 2. The Broncos have Sutton and Waddle. I would say number 3. Puka Nacua and Devontae Adams, but Devontae Adams is on this kind of trajectory, right? That's why I dropped him a notch below us. People are going to cry about A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, but he's about to be traded to the Patriots, so that breaks up that party right there. So I think I would say 3 is a fair wide receiver duo. Michael Pittman, DK Metcalf, they're in the top 10. I don't know how far down.
What about Amon-Ra, Jameson Williams?
Oh, yeah, they're right there. Oh, man. I think they'd push us down one spot. Jameson Williams and
Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison.
I'm not a big fan of Jordan Addison, though.
I think that's a tough one.
I like Addison. He just got suspended for 4 games. Yeah. Everybody gets suspended, bro. He's a baller.
Everybody.
Ooh.
Yeah, essentially.
Damn, that one would be tough, George, man. That one, I don't know if I could put us over Jefferson and Addison, but I could put us over Amon-Ra and Jameson, and then I could put us over A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith for sure.
I'm okay with that. I'm okay with both of those.
I feel like at least 5 is the ceiling for us. Like, you can't be mad at that, right? Like, honestly.
Because, I would say Cortland, the argument with AJ is that he's just a little younger. He's a little more physical still. He has a little bit more breakaway speed, but ball to ball, like Cortland could still go get as many jump balls as he does, right? Like he's still right there.
Well, and Didn't Devontae Adams though, man? Like he just led the league in touchdowns. I'm pretty
That's
sure.
that's where my question was going to go. Like we are not. That is not. I know he's on the downcline, but you can say the same about Courtland. What did he do last year? He didn't have 10 red zone touchdowns. Bro,
Yeah.
I had Devontae Adams in fantasy. Boy's nasty.
He might have
It's
had more
tough.
than that, bro. He might have
Oh,
had
I
more
think
than.
he had.
Let me see.
I think he had more than 12. I think he had at least 12. But 10 plus red zone touchdowns is
We're
crazy,
probably-
bro.
Let's
Like,
go back to it.
dude, he's Adams is a freaking baller.
He had
Especially
14 touchdowns last year.
14
Yeah,
touchdowns,
he had
bro.
14, and I'm pretty sure 10 to 12 of those were in the red zone.
Oh yeah, dude. No, there was a shit ton of them on the. Sorry for my language. There was a
Are
ton
you
of them on
serious
the,
right now, bro?
on the 1 yard line. On the 1 yard line, because I had tons of Kyron shares in fantasy, and this guy was just sniping all of my touchdowns, bro. Just scoring from 1 yard out. So
And I had Devontae, and I was like, oh, 7
Man.
points,
love it.
1 yard touchdown, I'll take it.
Loving
Thanks.
it. Yeah.
I was a little disrespectful. I'll admit I was disrespectful with Devontae Adams looking more.
No,
like
you're
a-
prideful. You're prideful. You're diehard. You know,
There
we
was some
understand.
bias in my take. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it happens.
I think you're right. I mean, yeah, he's going to be on the decline, but I think he's got one more solid year, maybe. So
also, I think Puka is way ahead of either of ours. That it just
yeah.
puts them above.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's
Puka is
fair.
the top.
he's a
You're
beast.
arguing for top 2, 3 receiver, bro. He is nasty.
Man,
So that's the only reason I couldn't put us over that because we don't have a guy like that.
6 or 7. What do you think in the top 10?
I give us borderline 5. I give us borderline 5.
5.
1, 2,
5, 6.
and it's
maybe.
very debatable, right? Like everybody's gonna have their own opinion on this. I'm sure Detroit Lion fans are screaming that Jameson Williams and Amon are way better.
But I mean,
Right? But these are opinions.
right. I mean, you could say like Cortland Sutton, he had
Subjective.
1,000 yards last year, and Jalen Waddle had 910 with just whatever we were getting from Tua last year, which was
He had other
absolutely
quarterbacks
horrible.
that were injured. He was playing with other crappy quarterbacks like
With whole
Tom-
concussion Tua.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So Waddle's getting an upgrade. I think that should make Sutton better too on the other side. I'm looking at both these guys being 1,000-yard receivers. Is that
I would
that
feel
fair?
like that's. I feel that's not a bad take at all, in my opinion.
It's very plausible, especially it depends on how Bo Nix comes into year 3. I'm very curious to see how he comes into year 3 because he does become very locked, right? He will choose a guy and he's going to get them for that game. That guy gets a game. And he'll end up having a game, but we miss a lot of plays because of it. We miss a lot of wide open throws because he's just beaming it to Cortland or he's feeding Troy 7 passes and Cortland hasn't gotten a target. So I think if he changes his mindset and spreads it around more, I think it'll be more close to like one of them's going to hit 1,000, other one's going to be borderline or in that 750 range. But also, like we just talked about, how much talent did we add? These guys don't have to play every down. And Sean's a formation guy. Davis Webb is a formation guy. They're gonna bring in different packages. We probably have the most packages in the NFL as far as different players, right? Because packages involve different players coming on the field. We do so many substitutions. Maybe that changes, and maybe our offense gets more fluid because of it, right? And I'm kind of leaning that way. I would hope for that.
Same. That's what I'm hoping to see. And I guess Davis Webb is really the wild card in all of this, man. I mean, either he comes out, looks great, looks better than what Sean Payton was doing, and it's a win-win, or it's just like, hey, man, we actually needed to actually upgrade the tight end room, upgrade the running back room, and it blows up in our face. So I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I do want to ask you guys this though. Like it's pertaining to the draft. Because we haven't had any really true real moves happen in free agency. But pick 62. Where do you feel we need to go with at that selection? What position do we need to draft? Because I feel like at 62, it needs to be some type of level of impactful player, but not just on the field, but solving one of the holes in terms of a long-term replacement, like inside linebacker, because we need somebody there to fill in the hole. Long-term replacement. We need that long-term replacement in tight end. Just because we have Evan Ingram, he has 1 year left on his contract, so we need to find that. And running back, J.K. Dobbins, you need an insurance policy, because history has shown his availability isn't sustainable throughout the whole season. So we need to make sure that we, get that situated. So, Ev, where do you feel the Broncos need to draft? What position would you have them draft?
So I think out of the three positions that you had mentioned, out of inside linebacker, tight end, running back, I would probably rank them, inside linebacker first, running back second, and then tight end last. Just because I think we can get enough from Evan Ingram. I think with Davis Webb, like if Sean Payton was running it back, I would feel a lot worse, right? But I just wanted to ask you, like, what are some of the linebackers that are going to be there at 62? Is Jacob Rodriguez going to be there, or do we have to rely on the Josiah Trotter? Do we have to move up for an Anthony Hill? Like what guy are you looking around that area, or do you think it would be better just to wait until the third or fourth round? Because or we'd have to into the third, but
there's a guy that I'm watching, and I feel like, man, there's going to be some talent at the inside linebacker position, regardless of, because I know positional value tends to push down other players right down the board. But what I would say is this: I feel like Josiah Trotter could potentially be there. He could be the future green dot of this team. He's very instinctive in his play. Another player is Jake Golday. He does it all. He causes chaos, bro. Pass coverage, blitzing, you name it. He's a guy sideline to sideline that would just, roam the middle of the field, wreak havoc. But the guy, if we miss out on maybe some of those guys, I look at a guy maybe that could be there in the fourth potentially. Caleb Alarms Orr out of TCU. He's a 3-down inside linebacker, capable of playing all three levels, man. He's a stud. Pass coverage, instinctive, sideline to sideline, effective in the run game. You name it. TCU, check him out if you haven't done so. He's a guy that I feel like hasn't gotten enough love. And I feel like he's too low right now on a lot of people's boards, but I think he's going to start gaining steam.
Yeah,
Andy drafts. Go ahead, bro.
He dropped. I was just gonna say 6'2", 234, 447 guy. That's yeah. I mean,
he's a stud, bro, and it shows on the field, his talent, his athleticism. What I would say is this, though, is I know, I don't know if you follow Andy Drafts, Ev, but he's one of the best, in terms of evaluating, college prospects. That's what he does, right? Caleb Alarms Orr, he has him in the top 100, bro. And he's probably one of the only few that does. So go check out his breakdown. He's a dude, though, that I feel like the Broncos could invest if they missed out on an inside linebacker and went a different position at 62.
I like it.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I'm definitely looking at inside linebacker. It'll depend how the draft goes as well, right? Like a lot of these team needs are dependent on certain aspects of where these players fall. So
right.
I don't know. A lot of teams. I mean, every team always needs a linebacker, but are they going to spend that early pick, these premier picks on this linebacker just because he's a stud, right? That Sonny Styles will probably go right after the performance he put up. He's probably a solidified top 5 pick, just because the Giants are there and they need linebackers more so than what they other needs. But other than that, like some of these linebackers could fall. I'm on board with some of that. If we get them in the later round, if we were to go after one, I'd probably be CJ Allen, Georgia boy. Dude's he's just everything it means to play linebacker. He can do a little bit of everything. He's maybe not your best coverage linebacker, but he's got the speed and make up ground sideline to sideline. He blows a lot of plays up. Would you be okay with us doing that?
Would you be willing to move up to go get that guy, or would you rather just wait and grab maybe somebody else later?
I'd rather wait. I would definitely rather wait. There's no reason to move up and get a reach for a linebacker that they're not all given to pan out, right? We've experienced this ourselves with a lot of our draft. Drew Sanders, right? Exactly. I mean, our tight ends even. We got guys that don't play because they were hurt. Would we have Jake Butt for like 4 years? Yeah. Right? We've been through this, bro. We've been through this many a time. So I don't ever believe in moving up for a position that you can solidify in a later round, such as some of our 4th round picks. And if you move up in the 4th to take a guy that you want, I'd be okay with that. But that 2nd pick, it's got to be to solidify a true need, like that you can a potential day 1 starter, right? Yeah. And I don't think the linebacker that we draft is a day 1 starter.
So could it? What if it's moving up for maybe a guy, maybe Mims' replacement, a guy like Casey Concepcion.
Ooh, if he drops to the second, that's
If he
something I
drops
think
into the
we'll
second,
look at.
oh
Man,
man.
and then I'm in the place of like,
Just want to
why
keep
are
Mims.
we adding more receivers? We just traded for Waddle. We
They don't like
drafted
him.
receivers in the last two drafts. Well, not only one, two drafts. We moved up to draft receivers.
Yeah.
Last year,
If we draft another receiver with our second, like if we draft one later, I'm okay with that. You always got to keep them rolling through the chain, right? But not with the second.
I don't,
You
I don't,
can't.
I don't see it happening either. I mean, last year they did RJ in the second too. I don't see him going running back in the second round either. That's why I'm kind of locked in on defense, man. I'm locked in on
Yeah,
defense. For this
and
pick.
defense, I would say if anybody falls, I can't even tell you names, but I'm looking at the D line. D linemen are deep this year in the draft, and we lost JFM. Granted, we have some of our up and coming draft picks, but why not add to that young group to provide competition if you think it's the right move? Somewhere where we can really use it.
Yeah, I hear you. I would say this too, like at Pit 62, like Jacob Rodriguez isn't going to be there, bro. I think he's going in the first round. I think after, Combine, we said goodbye especially after we traded that first round pick. CJ Allen's going to go early in the first. That'd be steep price to trade up for. But I would say this, like, don't overlook, potentially, because the bill's going to come due for Mike McGlinchey. It's going to, maybe we want to get more cost effective at that position. The right tackle, guard, Ben Powers is going to be a free agent. So we might have to look at pick 62 with a high, talented tackle or guard, right? Like, I mean, there's guys like Jennings Dunker, who's versatile, right?
Talk dirty to me, bro. That guy
I
is going to be
I would be down with that as a selection.
Bring the mullet here, but
yes, absolutely, man.
Bring it here.
The belly, right?
Or maybe a guy like Markel Bell, like you had, later on in the draft, bro. Like that fucking mountain of a man, dude.
6'9",
Jesus,
he's a
dude.
mammoth, dude. Oh my god,
beast,
all
bro.
These traits that you're banking on, right? And Zach Streif could potentially, refine his skill set. But
it might be a boost pick, right? It might just be a solidify where, okay, this guy is either going to start and be in rotation this year, or he's going to be your future.
Or maybe it is tight end, boys. I mean, like you said, George, it's whatever they're just gonna play the draft board. I mean, whoever falls, they're gonna take. But it's kind of hard to predict at this point. But
it is hard. There's you can even say safety, right? Because I mean, Brandon Jones, do they want to give him an extension? TJ Locke was out the door. I mean, I know we just signed Tyson Anderson, special teams / safety, right? Do they want to have a
draft the future
competition throughout training camp now, and then add another guy? I don't know.
And I think it's probably one of the hardest things for us as fans is we've been so unpredictable in our drafts. Of the last 3 years, everybody thinks we're going this way, and no, we go this way.
Right.
Like everybody thought we're going for sure running back. No, John Day Barrett.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So all of a sudden you're like, okay, here we go. RJ Harvey.
Yeah.
Oh,
after they traded back 4 times, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's just really hard, which is great, which I love doing it.
What I would say though,
it's always fun to see our opinions, but it's impossible for us to know what Sean and those minds are thinking because they have drafted so well. Like they know what they're doing.
Right. What I would say too, real quick, before we transition to other topics, is the Broncos, I feel like, learned their lesson. They've done their due diligence at the running back position. I felt like maybe they had a pretty good idea of that they would probably bring back J.K. Dobbins, right, if they missed out on the big-name running backs. They looked at Jonah Coleman. Jadarian Price, who was on Kay Adams' show, talked about how much the Broncos liked him. So if he's there at 62, he might be the selection, you know what I mean? Because the Broncos did a lot of homework on these running backs. Mike Washington, Jonah Coleman, so there's some guys that they're looking at. So it'll be interesting.
I heard they also liked Emmett Johnson a lot. So
yes.
I mean, that's the kind of, I think, here's what I think, boys. I don't know what's going to happen in the draft, but I do know for damn sure we're not sticking around with picks 108 and 111. I think they're going to package those 2 picks. I think they're going to move into the 3rd round. I think they're gonna do something like that. Do you guys, real quick before we move on, I know you guys want to move on, but do you guys see him making any other free agent moves, or do you think, like, at least up until the draft, or do you think it's gonna come to, draft day or after that?
Well, go ahead, George. I'll let you go first.
Honestly, right now, I think I honestly don't think they're gonna make any other splashy moves. I would like for us to, like you mentioned earlier, go get Njoku, do something else, make one other splashy move. Because I was asking for him, before when we were going into the offseason. I said, if you can get a guy like that, get him.
It'd free you up in the draft too. Like, you don't have to.
It would give you that
you don't have to worry about it. And then my other hope, this is very on a limb, but my other hope is that Caleb Lohner, maybe he comes off practice squad and they see something from him. Maybe make some moves. Maybe the basketball kid figures it out. Highly unlikely.
That would be nice.
Never know.
That would be great. Your 7th round pick. You don't have to worry about it. You got a young guy to groom, but I would still prefer a vet that knows what he's doing. That's a viable threat.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But I don't think we're going to make too many other splashy moves like this Waddle trade.
No.
Right? I don't think we're going to do much else.
Yeah, I think the Broncos feel like they have a lot of their starters on this roster at all the positions of that they wanted, that they so
why we re-signed 8 of them.
Yeah. That's why it's probably like it's probably they're gonna wait till after the draft. Like, hey, we didn't get this guy, let's bring in so
maybe they'll do that.
Well, look at the undrafteds, right? We're always undrafteds, dude. We're always got to watch out for that sneaky guy that hits the roster too. So I just think there's too many other elements that are going to play factor in our roster that there's no other needs to add that are going to give us Super Bowl aspirations, right? Because I do believe that's what we're building for, right? Like, we know we were just in the AFC Championship game, 14-win team. We lost our QB. Yeah. But at the end of the day, our team was still not good enough. So they made that boost on offense, so we are good enough. We don't really have a player out there that's going to give us a boost that's like, oh, we're over the top now. There's no Troy Polamalu's out there to come be one-on-one with Hufanga, right? We don't have anything like that. So we're going to sit our butts down and wait through the draft, unfortunately, is what I feel like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I agree, boys.
Well, you guys want to move on to March Madness, or you want to talk Nuggets basketball next?
We can go through a little bit of everything. Probably get some of the
comments.
We can go for a long time, but I'll read some of these comments and then we'll decide.
Boom.
We got Married with Drinks. That's Lenny and Sandy. They said, "What's up, brothers? Appreciate you guys. What's up? Check them out. Like, share, and subscribe. They're great people, like I said." We got Shy said, "At least Cortland Sutton won't be a double team."
Yeah.
Hopefully.
It's gonna open it up for Sutton, man. He's gonna be better, man. He's gonna benefit from this for sure, I think.
Yeah, I think the group is for sure. It's gonna create space we didn't have. The Waddle trade is huge from D-Rock. D-Rock, what's going on, brother?
Thank you, D-Rock, for dropping in.
Oh, we missed it. He said, "What's up, dudes in chat?" Sorry about that. Go back to his comment. He said, "Waddle trade is huge for other wideouts and running backs. Sutton will have more one-on-ones. Running backs will have a big year. Corners and safeties have to play further back. They'll have to actually commit to some pass coverage. Gonna need a left tackle soon. Bolsey's getting up there for sure.
Damn, man, you're right.
Yeah.
No, I believe any more moves will be after the draft. Yeah.
D-Rock, ball, good sir. Ball.
Yeah.
Yep, D-Rock's a good friend, good fella. Appreciate you being here, D-Rock.
Dropping in.
Dropping the facts. We always love it. The real Dante. He said,
Dante, you're full.
This is just straight up just complete. Oh my gosh. Look at
roster's pretty full, not going to add many more players.
Dante was going crazy, boys, during that first wave of free agency. He was pulling his hair out.
Yeah,
I'm sure he was losing it. I was just like, man, they weren't playing when they said they were going to be, however he said it, strategically.
Well, Yeah.
aggressive.
Well, that's how
However he said it, whatever the word he said before aggressive, he meant it.
anybody
Yeah.
who caught it, anybody who touched the ball last year, they brought back, which is crazy to me. It's nuts. It's just insane. I've never seen it before. It's actually impressive. So
Yeah,
hopefully it works.
And then you added Jalen Waddle to your roster. It's crazy, dude, to do that.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We'll get Johnny in here. He said, dude, George, quit talking so much about Sean's packages. It's a family show.
It's a family show.
Yeah, how dare you say a naughty word?
Yeah, that was my bad. My high five,
He
bro.
said, just away. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Happy to be here, boys.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Bro.
We got Tim Dog. He said Rod Smith was undrafted. You never know what could happen. Of course, that's why I said you watch out for those undrafted.
We could use one of those guys this year.
Please, sure. Philip Lindsay. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Chris Harris, baby. Chris Harris.
Oh yes.
Oh, exactly.
All
some
right.
Some of the best.
Let's get
Let's
into
transition into what do you think?
Let's get into the madness.
Oh, the madness, Lord.
But first, George, did you want to give some flowers to somebody? You were talking to me about it.
Oh yeah. We could talk about the madness. First of all, this is the men's tournament. I'll give some flowers to my Oklahoma Sooners women's team. They made it to the Sweet 16 for second year in a row. So hoping on getting a W over there, and also wanted to give a shout out. I don't know who all pays attention to college sports in all aspects, but I catch me some Oklahoma sports all the time, and the women's softball team is probably going down as the greatest team ever in NCAA history. Broke the home run record in 36 games, which is half of a season. Which they set the record last year in a full season with 121. They have 122 through 36 games, and they're just incredible. Women's sports. Let's give a big shout out. Women's sports, making it come up in the world, doing great things. So.
Yeah.
Other than that, I didn't check in on the score, which I probably should, but Oklahoma is also playing CU tonight in Vegas in the other tournament. There's another tournament right there.
In case you guys didn't know, he's a Boomer Sooner. And just
in
case, he's
Boomer Sooner. That's why Marvin Mims should stay on the team. He's a vital piece to your fucking
take it easy on my Buffs, all right, man. All right, just take it easy. All right.
Hey, I love the Buffs. I'm from Denver, but I just don't love them more than the Sooners.
That's fair. That's fair, man. That's fair.
So,
but other than that, shout-outs are out the way. Let's get into the madness.
Well, I do want to give a shout-out to Darius Acuff Jr., who has been balling in March Madness. Dude, check out his numbers. 36 points against High Point the first game. Second game, 24. Next game, 30 points. Next game after that, 24 and 37. Dude, this dude is balling. Excuse me. I guess those are 36 points against High Point. It's crazy, dude. That was just this weekend. He's going off. I feel like there's always a guy in college basketball, especially this time of the year, that just goes off like that. You saw what Steph Curry did with Davison, Jimmer Fredette. Everybody was up in arms with him. Adam Morrison with Gonzaga. This is why I like to watch college basketball at this time of the year, because you get to
Buddy Hield with Oklahoma.
Buddy Hield with Oklahoma. Dude, yes. How dare I? I like that. Yeah, he was super talented, balling. So this is why I like this time of the year. You get to see guys go off like that. So, but how are your guys' brackets too?
Bracket? What bracket?
I gotta ask. How's your bracket doing, Ev?
So I'm in 3 groups, right? I just did the same bracket for all 3. So my company group, I'm 7th place, not too bad. Our Crew Talk Sports one, I'm 4th place, not too bad. And then the Sideline podcast, 25th, so not great.
25th, he said.
Not great, not ideal.
I'm in last place in my work one, so don't feel bad. I I literally named my bracket "Mistakes Were Made" before I made my picks because I did it on a whim right before we started work, right before cutoff time.
You
and I was
spoke
just
it.
like,
You spoke it into existence, bro.
I yeah, that's what homie said. He's like, bro, you cursed yourself with that name. I said, that's okay. I will live with that. I started a second chance bracket.
There
If you
you
want
go.
it, I'll send you the link.
That's what we're talking about right there, man.
Second chances. We all need one.
Life's all about second chances, man. Anything stick out to you guys, man, in some of these games? I know. So wait, who did you guys pick to win it all?
Ah, man, I picked Michigan State. Shout
In
out.
which bracket? I made several, but I guess my original bracket, I had Arizona winning it.
Okay.
Oh,
Other than that, my sleeper pick was Iowa State.
the one we did together,
Ooh.
we had Houston winning, huh? On the show last week, we picked Houston.
Yeah, we had Houston winning it as our
Nice.
group show before the tournament started.
I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. So I mean,
My wife even did a bracket, dude, but her team already got eliminated with Florida. I got her involved.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, that killed me too a little bit. So
Florida to Iowa, dude. I was like, whoa.
Iowa is probably my biggest surprise. Iowa
That
got
surprised
it.
me, dude.
Nine
Honestly,
seed,
Well,
pulled it off.
even Nebraska. I think I heard today that Nebraska hadn't even won a game in this tournament, and it's like, well,
Dang. I don't even
now you're
think
in the
of it
Sweet
as
16.
basketball college, dude. Honestly, like Nebraska, right? Like, I don't know.
They have a good team for sure. I mean, they are the 4 seed, so it doesn't look like, when they're winning their games, they're supposed to win. But they did blow out Troy, right? They blew them out in fashion as they should. And then they took Vanderbilt to the freaking house, which Vanderbilt's a basketball school, right? Vanderbilt's an all-time basketball school. So, yeah, some love to Nebraska.
Who do you think? Who's going to advance? You think to the Final Four? What do you guys think?
Past the Elite Eight? We're skipping the Elite Eight?
Well, obviously you got to do the Elite Eight, but go through, right? Like,
Oh, yeah.
let me pull it up so we could do the thing.
Do
So
the thing.
I picked Duke to go all the way. So they're.
I hate that.
I know. I'm sorry, dude, but I got
It's
them.
okay.
I think I got
I
them.
don't hate
And
you. I just hate Duke.
that's fair. A lot of people hate Duke too, huh?
Dude, I hated Duke forever.
Yeah. I don't even know when the last time they won it was. It's been a while.
Doesn't matter. They hate him.
I hate them. I should have.
Yeah, it's like Bama. I hate Bama.
I should have went with like Arizona or something. Probably. Like
I like AZ's real nasty. My only upset pick for Iowa State is that I have them beating Arizona to go.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm trying to create a new bracket, but where do I go?
Click on create
Let me see.
right there. Create in the middle. I don't know if it works or not, but it's a second chance bracket right there.
Do you see it? I don't see it.
What are you looking at?
I'm looking in the center of it. Copy link.
So it's create a second chance bracket.
Create starting at the Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Right there in the blue.
Blue button.
I'm
Are
blind
you
as a motherfucker.
colorblind?
Dak is so sick he can't see.
Fuck it.
I'm gonna call to his doctor.
Dak,
Oh, why is it? See, I'm on a different screen. That's why.
whatever
Sorry.
illness you have is serious, Dak. You need to go to the hospital right now.
Here.
Are you sharing? Yeah, there you go. Hey.
You know what I did when I opened it? It did like multiple windows, so I wasn't on the window that you guys were on.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I created another one. I'll create another bracket.
Yeah.
And here we go.
What happened? Are you? It didn't move.
I'm resharing it because
Reshare. Yeah.
pushed me to another one. Yeah. See.
There you go. Using the old noggin.
Well, I was. It's just that.
There you go.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Duke and St. John's. I think St. John's pulls off the upset, bro.
Come on, why would you say that, man? No, Duke's gonna win, bro. They started all right. We all saw what happened against Siena, bro, and I was crapping my pants the entire time. Like, no way is my bracket done this early. So, and then then TCU, I kind of was like watching it, and it was like, wow, this is a little bit closer than I would like, and then they absolutely turned it on, right? So they're starting to get hot right now. They're starting to catch their stride. So give me Duke over St. John's.
What about?
I also got St. John's with the upset.
You guys just hate Duke.
Because I hate Duke. But also,
Come
St.
Duke
John's,
brothers are
they
good,
got
though.
that good basketball team. They have a really good team. They play good defense. I do think in reality, I think Duke will probably win. But I do have St. John's in my bracket.
Okay.
You guys are
All right,
haters.
Michigan State, UConn.
I got Michigan State.
Me too. George,
I
sorry.
got UConn.
Oh.
But
George-
the only reason I think it's going to be Michigan State is because I think we're going to get the Duke Michigan State Elite 8 matchup.
Y'all need to George. You need to call this bracket. Mistakes will continue to be made.
Yes, 100%. I do not care. At this point, I'm all for the mistakes.
I love it. I love it, man.
Michigan State, St. John's. I got Michigan State.
Yeah, I'm rolling with Michigan State, man. My guy,
Yeah,
Cohen Carr, bruh. That's my guy.
Nice. Next one down here, Iowa, Nebraska. I'm gonna roll with Iowa. Iowa.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I
Iowa
like Iowa.
upset. Let's do it. Nebraska had their run.
Illinois, Houston. Give me Houston.
I got Houston. Although Illinois has shown me some things over the
Yeah.
last few days, they've shown me it's not going to be an easy game. I don't believe, but I'll still roll with Houston.
Arizona and Arkansas.
Of course.
Probably AZ.
Ooh, and I want Arkansas to win. But who did you pick, George? Arkansas, Arizona.
No, I got AZ, of course.
Yeah,
I got
Arizona.
My bracket to
You
win.
guys will remember this and be like, "Oh, Dak told me Arkansas."
I will say Arkansas. They do got Calipari, right?
Yeah, and we just talked about the kid that was
He's
balling
making
out.
his comeback.
I do.
Texas, Purdue.
I do have Purdue going all the way in one, which is insane. But give me
Ooh.
Purdue.
It's not insane. Purdue's they're such a good team, dude. Such a good team. I hope they embarrass Texas.
Arizona. You think Arizona wins?
Ooh, I don't know, man.
Dude, that could be the game they lose, but I got them winning.
Ooh, like favored.
I think they're a little too big.
Who's favored?
Oh,
AZ's
Arizona.
favorite.
yeah.
Yeah, you go with
Pretty
AZ.
heavily.
All right. Now Michigan, Alabama. Who do you think?
I got Michigan.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was easy. Iowa State. I think Iowa. Yeah.
yeah.
I got Iowa State.
Michigan.
And I got Iowa State again.
What about
Ooh.
you? What about you,
I got
Ev?
upset.
I'd be down to roll with a little Iowa State. I think I got Michigan going in all my brackets, so let's switch it up a little bit.
Okay.
I got Houston.
Houston for sure.
All right.
Ooh.
Final four.
Dude, that AZ Iowa State game is a rematch from earlier in the season.
Who won the last time?
Arizona got him the first time by I think it was by 6, something like that.
Ooh. You
I
think
can't
Iowa
don't fact check me, but it was something like that. They did get him. So revenge game.
Iowa State?
I'm down with it.
I am too. Ev?
Just for the madness. Come on, we would love to see it.
Yeah, let's
The
do
one
it.
seed not winning.
I got Michigan State in this other one.
Oh, Houston losing before they can go back for a repeat to try to get the title.
Yeah, I'm with Dak. I think, man.
Let's roll Michigan State. I'm down.
Ooh, I like this.
What a
See,
game.
this is different. I like this one.
This is
interesting.
different.
That'd be a
Dude.
game, dude. That'd be a game.
I would say Michigan State wins. Let's
Yeah.
preview it. Bro.
I would say, dude,
Dang.
that's neck and neck, dude. That's
it's
such
close,
that's a
dude.
win flip. That'd be a game.
I
I'll
think so.
roll Iowa, but you guys could take Michigan State as majority rules.
Michigan
Yeah.
State.
Yeah, give me Michigan.
We'll give MSU the title. How many points? 72-69.
Oh yeah, 72-69.
How many points is that? 142.
All right.
143, actually. No. My brain's not working.
What's it? 72-69.
72-69. I just had a brain fart.
That's all good.
Yeah, 141. But you guys were close.
141. Oh, I kept adding more numbers.
That counts. That counts, bro. You're in the ballpark.
I was off one off, and then I was 2 off.
Yeah, I like that.
Nice. So Michigan State the winner.
Michigan State. What a freaking bracket. You should have joined my freaking you should have joined on the link and submitted that so we could watch the bracket. We could watch the bracket. That's right. We'll rewatch it and I'll submit it.
Yeah, somewhere Trillo Beds is so happy. That's his squad. So
I know he's already hardcore. This is Sparta.
That's awesome.
How do we feel about the Nuggets now? Other basketball, like with
real quick
and Watson.
Jay Weaver in the house. My dog. He said no. Happy Monday, yo.
What up, Jay?
Yo.
My dog.
Fire.
That Twitter AVI is fucking fire. By the way,
just ruthless. Fire. So good. So ruthless.
Good. What do you guys think about the Nuggets, man? I came on our podcast before the weekend and said they weren't a championship team, and then they proceed to go 2-0. So you're welcome, Nuggets fans.
Thank you.
I just was channeling my inner Michael Malone. You call the squad out, they show up, right?
They perform, yeah.
So
right now, as it stands, they're the 5th seed, bro. How many games did you say they have? How many left? Let's see.
10 games.
I think they have 10. Yeah, right. 10 left.
4, 10 the month, and 6 next month.
Yeah.
So they're sitting at the 5th seed, at the 5th seed, man. Jeez, it's so close. God, man, I don't know. I think if we're just healthy in general, I think we can do some damage, right? With Peyton Watson back, I feel like that puts everybody back, to their normal roles where they were. But I think the Nuggets could still the 4 seed. Excuse me. If we're hosting the Rockets, I think we'll be solid. Excuse me.
Is that who you guys want in the first round? Is the Rockets or George? Do you have any other preference on who you'd like to see in the first round?
I honestly don't mind. I don't mind who we see in the first round. I think as long as we get it together, we'll probably steal a game on the road and automatically take home court right off the bat, right? If we do have to go on the road, we'll steal either game 1 or 2 and turn it up for playoff time, especially with PY healthy. If PY is healthy, I mean, he's playing, right? So if he can stay and bring back that dominant level that he was playing at, maybe not fully how he was while Jokic was out, but that level of play, that shot-making ability, and that hustle, the defense we've been missing, that hustle around the rim, the rim protector. Dude, we're going to go into the playoffs looking fine in the first round. It's gonna determine. I would love to come steal a 4, maybe even the 3. We'll have to rely on the Lakers not getting the whistle for the next 10 to 12 games. Where do they go?
Dude. And we lost the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think they only got.
Is there anything?
They got 10 games left too.
Is there anything you guys want to see in the last 10 games that would make you feel better, like heading into the postseason, or are they pretty much just like this is what we got?
I would like to see them beat teams like that they're supposed to be, right? Because they lost to teams like Memphis and stuff like that, right? Like it's just so frustrating. And I feel like honestly, maybe they don't really try as hard, right? Because they want to reserve their energy a lot. I feel like sometimes because it's such a long 82 game season, right? But that, as a fan, that kind of raises concerns, especially if you're supposed to be a contender. But I want to see the defense get turned up for sure for this team.
For me, I want to see us solidify our rotations. Like, I think that's what we've been doing for these last week or so. And for the next week going into next month, these last 10 games are used to figure out what rotation you're taking into the playoffs. Who are your starters? What rotation can you thrive with? Who's going to bounce well off of each other, right? So I would like for us to find that rotation of group of guys that is going to be able to finish for you. Because that's what we struggle with. And I don't know what the hell it is, but we could be up 15 in the 4th, and all of a sudden we're down 3.
Mm-hmm.
For what? That is what I would like for us to end the year on a strong note, figure out our rotation, and if we get in those games, finish those games off, right? Even the Lakers game, we blew it.
Dude.
Right? That would have been pivotal for the standings right now.
Yeah.
Pivotal. Even, I'm not worried about playing them in the playoffs if we meet. but that would have been pivotal for our standings. And home court is home court, right? We would love to play here first. Why not? End it
But
on
we
the games here, but we could go win games on the road, no doubt. We just really need to solidify who our rotational starters are going to be, and how to use Tim Hardaway Jr. better, because he was killing it for so long, and now it seems like he's taking less shots.
And we're 23 and 15 on the road, dude. So that proves your point spot on.
We're about the same at home.
Yeah, so it's like whatever.
We're like 21 and 17 at home, something like that.
21 and 13. Yeah, so whatever. Like we
Yeah,
can.
exactly. Right. So,
Do you guys think there's any scenario at all where we're looking for a new head coach in this offseason, or do you think DA is for sure locked in as a head coach next year?
I would say the performance and the way we perform in the postseason might raise those questions as to if we decide to move off. You know, if you want a better coach, a veteran, go try to get a veteran in this locker room. I don't know. It's hard to say, really hard to say, because we just hired the guy, right? Because he felt like the players, gravitate towards him.
I think it's for sure a question. Like, it's all gonna depend on our playoff performance. It's all gonna depend.
So
on that. If we go out the first round, yeah, he's probably done. If we're a first round exit, that means he's lost the team. Especially if all our guys are there, right? No excuses. Whatever injuries they had, if they are well enough to play, and you got AG, you got Braun, you got Yo, you got Murray, you got P. Watt, you got Tim Hardaway, you got Cam Johnson, if you got your full squad and you go in a first round exit, dude's gone. In my eyes.
No, that could very well be the case.
Second round exit is still going to be borderline. I think what it comes down to is how the series plays out, right? Do we lose like we did to OKC because AG gets a hamstring injury and can't play Game 7 how he should play, right? Like, is that how we lose? Or do we get blown out? Or did we blow a 30-point lead like we did against the Timberwolves when we had a Game 7 sealed up? Right? Yeah. I think it's going to be circumstantial on how his job is considered. And maybe it's not even that. Sorry, I'll let you guys go.
No, you're
I would say maybe it's going to be his what he does in those moments where he's supposed to be a head coach, right? Can he prove to be a play caller? Can he prove to manipulate the play clock and get
make adjustments?
Make adjustments, make these guys get in good positions, draw up a play off the sideline that you score from the pass in, right? Not a prayer or you have to set up first, Right. I think some of it could be judged on that.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating because we were known as a clutch team with Michael Malone in that Michael Malone era. Mm-hmm. We've gone away from that, being known as that now with, David Ottoman. So
when we were unbeatable at home.
Yeah.
In his era, we lost like 4 home games a year.
Crazy.
In the regular season.
Crazy. Yeah. I think that's why I'm just like, man, whatever we got to do to not continue to waste the prime that is Jokic. I know that there's like a lot of, he's been turning the ball over like crazy too, which is like, it's nuts, man. It's hard to watch, but like, I think that we need to not be like the Cronkies need to not be scared if they do need to make another move. Cause like, man, we got a couple more years. Let's go to win, 1 or 2 more championships. Let's go. Like, 3, 4, 5 years. So we got to get on it, boys.
Yeah. 100%. And you saw him turn it up. The crazy thing is we saw their ass turn it up in the postseason last year with 6 guys in their rotation, really, and then they were injured, right? So it's like they're capable of turning it up when the game's, meaningful.
And
they're playing meaningful games.
And I would say a key thing that I think not a lot of people talk about that I hear talk about is why did we bring Bruce Brown back? Because Bruce Brown has been what he was for us in the regular season. He's been the same player, not really averaging a lot of points. He's just doing his role. He's very consistent in playing defense. He can get those buckets when he needs, but in the playoffs, he went from 8 points a game to 18 points a game.
Yeah.
So I think that's also a factor that it might not happen, right? It might not, but we're not relying on it. But I think that's the type of intensity we can bring once the games start, right? They know they're in the dance.
Cutting down your rotations, like you said, like Yeah,
Exactly. You gotta
fine. Who's going to be in your rotation once you cut that down? Because they're just trying to keep their guys fresh throughout the season.
Yeah.
That decreases a lot of that.
You gotta finish the season semi-strong,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It would love to be amazingly strong. Win out would be awesome, right? But you gotta finish it semi-strong. You gotta play San Antonio twice, OKC again. Those last two games, they might not be playing their starters,
7-3.
right? Because they've
7-3.
already locked up 1 and 2 seed essentially.
Yeah,
so you might get some of their backups.
Yeah, I think 7-3 is good. 7-3, I'd be happy with that.
7-3 would be perfectly fine. And going with a rhythm, and you get that intensity that I think we're all referring to here. That playoff Denver intensity, where those guys like Tim Hardaway Jr. You've seen him do it for the Knicks in the playoffs,
right?
You've seen these guys make big plays and big.
Yeah, maybe they just flip the switch and it's that easy, bro. Like it's as easy as that. So hopefully that's the case.
I think we're all hoping that's the case.
Yeah. But I'm not feeling really optimistic about it. But I mean, look, we'll see. There's still 10 games left. I know I got to see a little bit more to feel confident going into the playoffs. Who do we draw round one? I think that, I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. You're gonna have to beat somebody that you're gonna have to get past the Thunder to win a championship. So
yeah, whether you see them in the second or you see them in the finals.
Yeah.
In the Western Conference Finals.
Just going to have to beat them. Yeah, no matter what. So
nobody, and that's what I was talking about earlier. I talked about it with just some, banter with some friends and coworkers and shit. I told them, nobody's going to beat the Thunder except for the Nuggets. So if you're going to do it, you got to see them when you got to see them. I honestly don't think there's a team that can take them 7 games, and we already had them beat we just didn't have AG in Game 7.
Yeah.
We can take them, and we added firepower.
Yeah, for sure.
Lou Dort's going to get ejected.
Oh man, don't get me started on that guy.
Keep shotting Jokic.
Draymond Green 2.0.
Exactly.
All right. Well, before we get out of here, I would like to play a game with you, Ev. Go ahead.
Before we exit, I got to flip the script slightly because we're talking how unconfident we are with the Nuggets. I would like to express how confident I am in the Avalanche bringing home a Stanley Cup.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, we are smacking teams. We play the Penguins tomorrow night.
Revenge.
Get our revenge for that freaking 7-piece they put on us. We get smacked around sometimes, but
hockey,
dude, they're playing amazing hockey right now, dude. So I just wanted to give that shout out real quick for the fans and all of us.
Yeah, we have 102 points.
The Nuggets, we went and watched them make all these moves, and we were so excited that we looked past the Avs, and I've been watching. Dude, these Avs are nice. It's going to be fun to watch. If you don't want hockey, watch it. It's fun.
I'm actually not worried about the Avs at all, bro. Yeah, but the same thing goes for them, bro. Like it's as simple as just beat the Stars and you will win a Stanley Cup. So
that's George and I were talking about that last week, dude.
All 3 games went into OT.
Yeah, that's it.
All 3 regular season games went to OT. So when that matchup comes, that's the matchup. And then you got to get your revenge because that's who we traded our guy to last year, who knocked us out with his hat trick in the freaking third, dude. Like we got to get past the Stars. It used to be the Vegas Knights, right? That was our kryptonite.
Yep.
And this time it's that young. It's like I'm losing it. Nostalgic. It's nostalgic for me, right? Because he brings back those old days.
Yeah.
Those old days. If anybody watched hockey, or paid attention and knows some of the history, that Stars rivalry, along with the Red Wings, those were some heated rivalries. So it's fun to see it back. It's fun to see it back. Avs are fun to watch.
Do you want to do a 2-minute drill, George? You have a good topic to touch on?
Oh, I absolutely don't, but we can definitely find one. Nuggets are up. Let me read this comment real quick. Nuggets are a B-2, said the real Dante. That's fair. That's fair. I wouldn't grade them much higher from what they've shown.
Maybe. Hey.
B+, you reaching. B solid.
No, I said C+.
Oh, C+.
C+.
Okay. Rolling Stoves, food truck. Hey, what's up, brother? Appreciate you coming in. He said, what's up, brothers? Big shout out. He's got his food truck Make sure you go check him out where he's around. Follow him, like, share, and subscribe. And that's it for comments. Just a couple in there. 2-minute drill. All right. Go ahead. What do you have? You have anything cooking while I was talking?
I was thinking who the Broncos selection could be at 62, what position we go in as our 2-minute drill. Or we could talk if the Nuggets, how far they would go. I don't know. I'm trying.
Hey,
Okay.
draft's a month away, man. Let's talk some draft real quick, bro. Let's just
draft. We have about 4 weeks from the draft. We can talk some draft. Or you want to do let's do something that's more recent, that's coming up soon. Let's do your upset pick for the March Madness bracket.
Oh, yeah.
Just in this first round again, just this first slate. Who is going to be the upset to go to the Elite Eight? And if you need to pull it up, we can pull it back up.
Let's pull it up.
I already know y'all are picking St. John's, aren't you? You sick. You sick. You guys are okay. Yeah.
Hold on, I'm bringing it up again. It's running slow.
You're good. I'll go ahead and just take Purdue over Texas. I mean, or no, that's not an upset. Sorry. I can't quit Purdue. I can't just stop saying Purdue.
Hold on. Wait till the 2-minute drill. We'll get it. It'll give you a chance to look at it too. Can you guys see it there? We got it.
Here we go.
Oh well, maybe I'll go Arkansas then.
All right. I don't. Hold on. Let me
Arkansas over Arizona, maybe. Since I know you guys.
This is the 2-minute drill, ladies and gentlemen. You know how we do. We each, because it's a trifecta tonight, we each, instead of getting a minute, get 40 seconds to prove our case as to which team will pull off the upset in this March Madness. So, Ev, you get to get 40 seconds. I'll add the timer on the stage. Let me read this damn thing. All right. You'll get 40 seconds, my guy, to give us your take as to who will pull off the upset this weekend. I guess it doesn't let me do the timer as you. You got your guy in mind, though? You got your team in mind?
Yeah, you know what? I was going to go.
Let me press play. Let me press play. You give us your 40 seconds. 40 seconds to prove your case.
Look, I was thinking about going to Arkansas, but as I'm looking at it, they really haven't played anybody, so I don't think it's going to be Arkansas. I'm going to go with you guys. All right, I'm going to go with Duke, getting upset and ruining my bracket because I've been doing so well. So it's so fitting that now I get screwed over by St. John's. So I'm taking St. John to upset Duke and just ruin everybody's brackets.
Damn. I like it.
Including mine. Including all of
them.
Well, I'm going to pull a different one.
All right. You want me to set you up?
George, yeah, you do yours.
Me do mine? I was going to set you up. You ready?
Are you going to set me up?
You're going to set me up.
Set me up.
Hold on 1 second.
Are you ready?
Who are you picking, Derek?
Oh, well, I want Arkansas, but what's that kid's name again? Forgot.
You want me to start the timer or not?
Yeah, I just started, dude. I forget the kid's name. It left my mind. The one that was balling out that we just talked about.
Decarius.
What? Acarius?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, whatever. Let's go. All right. 40s. Arkansas is going to upset Arizona and ruin many people's brackets as well. They have the best college basketball player right now on their squad, John Calipari. What is college basketball without John Calipari as the coach, right? They will pull off the upset against Arizona, and they might just go to the elite Final Four for all we know. Yep.
Woo! That's nasty.
Good. Very good.
Plus 285 on DraftKings for Arkansas, plus 235 for St. John's. George, what about throwing us another one that we haven't said, and then what if we just cook up a little parlay too while we're on our way out?
Oh, 100%. I got you. Got you. Set me up. I am ready to roll.
All right, go.
All right, so I'm rolling with Iowa, beating Nebraska, getting over the 9 seed going to the Elite 8. Nebraska's been playing well, but Iowa they have that basketball integrity. They are a basketball-defined school. They also play some of the best defense and have some of the best steal turnover ratios while they're playing in the tournament so far. So I think they're going to be a little bit too much for Nebraska to overcome, and they're going to upset and be the one of the highest seeds to go into the Elite 8 in a few years. Hey, I still have fucking 5 seconds.
I love it.
You finished. You're done when I say you're done.
Unbelievable.
I love it. Iowa at plus 110.
Hey,
Come
and
on.
they beat a 1 seed.
Hey.
They just beat Florida. Why can't they?
Yeah.
My sneaky pick was going to be Tennessee. I don't want to say it because I got Iowa State. Tennessee
like
is
that
very, very
Upset
interesting.
alert, right? Upset alert. We got St. John's, Arkansas.
I'll run a little parlay on that.
St. John's, Arkansas, and Iowa. $10
Iowa.
wins you $270. You love to see it. I think, and dude, I'm with you, man. Nobody wants to see Nebraska in this thing anymore, dude. All right, you had your win, whatever. Get out of. I'm done. I don't. Yeah, nobody wants to watch you anymore, bro.
Shut up. Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we don't want to see Nebraska there anyway. But I do truly think that Iowa's got a freaking solid basketball team, dude, you know. And Nebraska, they've had some good luck rolling their way, I should say. You know, those games have been interesting. Besides the first one, you know, they did their job and blew out the team they should have.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, that was an awesome freaking 2-minute drill, though. Appreciate
That
you.
was a good one. Darius Acuff Jr. Yeah, that's his name.
Love it.
So pissed. I couldn't remember him.
Darius?
Darius Acuff Jr. Yeah.
I know.
Darius. You did it again.
I called him Decarius.
Darius.
I just be mixing people's names, you know, like Jaquillin. You know, it's just that's my motto. We got Blucifer, Broncos Country said Eli Stowers is my guy. Emmett Johnson, Bryce Boucher, Caleb Elarms, are some of my
guy I
guys.
was talking about. Yeah.
I like it. I think maybe Stowers is the guy in the second, right?
He might be. He might be. You know, it's definitely plenty of talent left where we are picking. And that's what I said. I mean, what do we still have? 6 picks? 7 picks?
Yeah. So I think what 1 second, 2
7 picks. We swapped, right? So we got rid of 2 and we swapped.
1 second. Yeah, 1 second, 2 fourths,
3 sevens.
3 sevens. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And we'll move around. I'm sure we'll figure out how to do some maneuvering to get, around the board.
Well, and like you see that, like, why else would that just explains our whole intro of why we went and got Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
Where's the value of a player coming in that's going to make an impact at any of those positions you were picking at 30, which is a second-round pick?
I think they've done a good job though, like, since Sean Payton's been here, just bringing in high character guys.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I think like you said earlier, George, they're just gonna play the board. I know it kind of sucks. Like nobody loves the draft more than me, boys. Like I take the next day off work, dude. That's how much I love it.
Yes.
Yes. So I just sit there on my couch and I just have a good time. But I know the first round's not as fun anymore, but I will be locked in for second round for sure, boys.
With the 30th pick, the Denver Broncos select Jalen Waddle. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
We might just have to make our own little clip for that.
Just turn on the highlights, bro, of Jalen Waddle, and let's turn up.
Oh,
we should collaborate and potentially do a draft party kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, well, we don't really have to worry about anything now. Like we don't have to cover anything Broncos wise, so we could just watch the picks and how does
just hang out, have a good time.
How we feel about him. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be down.
We should. I'd be so down.
I mean, it's a Thursday. There's going to be other things happening around that time.
Yeah. and I would get my hot wings as long as I have my snacks ready to go.
My snacks.
My snacks.
I'm good to go. Any final words though, George, before we head on out and let Ev go? I know we've had a lot of time.
Just much shout out to you guys, you know, my brother Dak, of course, and Ev, thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate you being on. Love having you on as a guest all the time, and
Yeah.
look forward to collabing some more and seeing what we do. See if our picks go in, and let's roll this parlay. It's full send.
Yes, sir.
You went tell freaking Trilo to get on that shit. ASAP.
Oh yeah. No, I'm telling you, yeah. He's gonna. Why didn't you send that to me, bro? Why didn't you let me tell? I can already hear it. No, but for real, thanks for having me on, boys. Man, it's always a good time. It's been too long, so let's try to collab again for sure. Maybe we can do a little draft day show. That'd be fun. But yeah, no. Hopefully the Nuggets. Hopefully they keep it going. Hopefully the Avalanche. We're not worried about them. They're gonna win the cup. So let's go, boys. Let's go. Let's
go.
Let's go. We back, baby. We back.
Let's get the madness going. Thank you, Ev, for coming in.
So ironic,
too, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We will appreciate it. Yes.
Horns down. Boomer Sooner.
Horns down.
Horns down.
I salute you guys. And do you even Broncos, bro? Good night. Later.
Do you even Broncos, bro, when we hit that field? Orange and blue pride, it's our strength and our shield. Every win, every loss, we deal with the flow. Broncos bros on the mic, let the whole world know. So tune in tight as we break it down slow. Broncos bros forever, let the whole world know.